It's Fairfield area weather forecast. A 40% chance for showers today, high 92. 50% chance tonight, low 72. For tomorrow, 40% chance, high 82. Scattered showers on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with the highs each day in the mid-80s. Overnight low 70. Yesterday's high was 81. Currently, humidity at 95%, winds from the south at 3 to 4 miles an hour, and the pressure at 30.01. Right now, partly cloudy. We've got 77 currently at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's Mark Turner. I'm Mike Dreed. Lisa Konopasek with us this morning. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Thank you for bringing in the bold goat.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate that. You see, I'm double fisting drinking here.
Double-fisted drinking?
Yeah, I've got to hydrate for CrossFit.
Is that today?
It's almost every day. And,
Seems like it.
and so
If he's not CrossFitting, he's recovering from CrossFit.
Or yoga-ing.
Oh, and then I've got yoga
Yoga-ing?
on Tuesday night. Yeah, I double. I do CrossFit in the morning,
you're on
yoga at
fire.
night. Oh, I can put my ankle right up behind my neck.
Let me tell you, he's an inspiration to us all.
Yeah, right. Let me tell you how I ruined that. Part of the fact is I had some good food over the weekend. By the way, the fish on Friday night at K&M's
Oh, it's outstanding.
It's to die for. And so we really enjoyed that. We got somebody that wants to.
Right, I think so. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
I was wondering, I know we have a new mystery voice, but who was the old one?
It was Mark Elliott from the Wayne County Health Department.
Thank you so much.
You're
Not
welcome.
a problem. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. Did you hear the quote this morning on RFD Illinois this morning?
Yeah.
This was great. They were talking about farmers,
And how much they've had to mow this year.
and
Right.
one farmer says, "If I'm mowing, it's growing."
Oh, nice.
Was that good?
Very good.
I love that.
That was clever.
Let me tell you about two things that happened this weekend that concerned me. I had to go down, needed to talk to L. Brian Williams, okay, the CSI. And so I called up and said, "Listen, Brian, you got a few minutes?" He said, Sure, go on down. So I park behind, this is last Friday. I parked behind Gualdoni.
Yes.
I don't know why, but for some reason, I was convinced that I was walking into Gualdoni to talk to Brian Williams.
Oh.
It's next door. So I walk in, Sherry, Tom's wife, greets me, and I said, "I'm here to see Brian." And she said, "Brian?" What did he say?
I don't know. I didn't hear it.
And so I said, "Yeah, I'm here to see." "Well, he's next door." Oh. How embarrassing. Yes. Well, yes. Well, of course. I just wanted to say hi to Jason and the gang before I went over there. Well, and then we went antiquing on Saturday morning.
Did you?
Yes. So we went past the big auction. I understand you were there.
Yes. We went
We're talking about the
Saturday.
Barnard's auction
Yeah,
that
the
was out
Barnard
at
auction
the.
at the fairgrounds.
That
Did
was
you go
fun.
out?
I did not go out.
But you
I
went.
wanted
I
to.
did.
I just didn't have
Yes.
time.
It was good. There were a lot of cool stuff. Oh, poor old Bob.
Yes, his medlars. Poor Bob Medler.
Somebody from McLeansboro. I think there were some things from Grace Sullivan and somebody else, but a lot of poor old Bob stuff. A lot of cool stuff.
What did you want?
Well, I wanted some. They were long. It's radio, but it's this long.
Well, you were on video.
Maybe
too.
18 inches long, something
Were they
like
like
that.
panoramic shots?
Yes.
Okay.
And about
Postcards.
long postcards from the 1920s. Just a scene of the beach and the swimsuits. Some people were in swimsuits. Some were in full dress, top hats, those big dresses.
I'm glad you didn't go the other way.
Yeah, well, he's got a
People
story
went
about what he saw this
Some
weekend.
people weren't.
So they were just really cool. They're cool to look at. And
So you got those.
yeah.
Anybody you know in the pictures?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
checking.
No,
Well,
don't
They're
let us,
just cool.
Maybe just somebody you might have recognized
No.
or somebody.
don't let us forget.
1920s.
I want to hear
Well,
your
I mean,
story.
You might have had some personal, somebody that might have been in one of those, or
Not at all.
Okay.
No. It was at the beach. I'm not sure. I know it's not local.
It's not at the Samdale Lake Beach or anything? No? Okay.
Leron French.
Maybe out east. I would guess East Coast, but I don't know that.
So I'm not going to lose the thread of the story. I want to come back to your experience with swimsuits as well. So we go to we went to Albion to the store there, the antique store there.
Yes.
I bought. Do you remember from A Few Good Men, the movie? Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson. You remember he has a bat that he has to have in his hands to be able to think as he walks around. It's a baseball bat.
Yeah.
They had a Pete Rose 33 ounce wood ash bat there, and I thought, what a great thing to have in the man
What
cave.
brand was it? It had the little blue. Was it Adirondack?
I'm not sure
Adirondack?
exactly what. I don't know the brand.
Okay.
Anyway, but it was cool, so I bought it. It was nothing. But so we leave. We go down to the Subway to get a drink.
Yeah.
While I'm inside, they call and say, "You left your checkbook here." So we had to circle back around.
You checked
And-
this
Then we
in?
went down
you know,
to
you bought for everybody.
sure did. Went down to Burnt Prairie to the antique store down there. That was cool.
That's a cool store down there.
Saw some. So you
Both of
went.
those are actually.
So you went to Holiday World, right?
I did
How
the
was
Holiday
Holiday-
World
how
thing
was Holiday
yesterday.
World?
How are the sights there?
Tell.
First of all, it didn't rain.
Okay.
It did
Didn't
not.
Rain, it did not rain until we were getting ready to leave.
Okay.
Then it came a toad strangler, gully washer, whatever you want to call it. Big
Toad
thunderstorm,
buster.
Yeah. Let me just put it this way. There are many people that are wearing bikinis that have no business.
They're wearing
bikinis.
they're wearing mini bikinis. And there's a plethora. There's a cornucopia of body art.
Yeah.
There was quite a bit.
What percentage would you say were?
I would say it was close to 50%.
It's amazing.
45,
I think it's
50%
amazing.
easily. I mean, I'd look around at people and I'd go, there's one that doesn't have tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, there's one.
Okay,
There's their tattoo, and it's on their ankle. Or
And you were wearing your Speedo?
No.
But some people are really illustrated. So were the lines long?
No.
No.
Actually, they weren't.
So is it different? Do you have a certain time to ride such and such?
There
or
are
how's
certain
it different?
rides. There are certain rides where you get online on your phone and you make reservations, and there are
Okay.
certain rides that you can only do reservations only. So, I have learned my 6-year-old granddaughter has no fear.
And you ride with them?
None. Well, I rode
No.
some with her.
You wouldn't do some of them with her though.
Nope.
And she was too short for some, right?
She was just barely too. And she was very disappointed. 6 years old, she couldn't ride the void. She's
No fear.
upset.
No fear whatsoever.
Okay. So you've seen those rides where it's a big circle, and you stand against the wall, and gravity takes hold,
And the floor
you're
drops
stuck
and-
against the wall as you.
Yeah, that's what I need to
She
help my
rode
back.
that, wanted to ride it a second time.
Ugh.
We were like, absolutely not. Not gonna happen.
So would you say that was the crowd 50% of what it normally is, or
I would
not?
say,
or
I would
not
say a
necessarily?
little more than 50%.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
but
just curious.
there what I think the longest we had to wait on anything was maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, I'll take that back. The water park, we had to wait for some of the water slides. We had to wait a little bit longer than 10
Okay.
minutes.
You're a little red.
Yeah, I'm a little red this morning. Got a little bit of sun.
Jeff Vaughn asked me, "Where was my?" See, right now, I've got some bold goat here, but where was my grog?
That's right. You have the grain bin of grog, the grog bin.
Denise Smith and Carol conspired to get me this 35-year supply of the grog. Okay, I mean it's in
Oh,
a
it's
this huge
there's a
bag,
lot.
and so she transferred it to at least a 4-month supply sits
Manageable.
on top of the microwave over here in a Maxwell House can that she poured it in.
Now, was Maxwell House, was it Maxwell House or Folgers that Juan Valdez was, or was that just like the coffee
I think Juan Valdez was a
The-
spokesperson for Colombian coffee,
Okay.
period.
Okay.
I don't think he was identified with a
A
particular
brand. Okay. Just Colombian coffee. Okay.
All right, so there you go. New Yellowstone last night. Don't tell me anything about it because I'm going to watch it tonight.
There were a lot of things that happened.
Okay, all right,
I'll
all right.
just tell you that.
I started watching a great Netflix multi
Yeah, I need something
episode
to watch. What is it?
Sinatra.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Is it
just saying,
good?
it's really interesting. I mean, and it's, trust me, it's unfiltered. And so you learn a lot about Sinatra and Ava Gardner, who's just gorgeous, and JFK. There's a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
So that's good.
So you'd recommend that?
By the way, a good friend and Wayne Countyan, Sarah Fry's book, The Growing Season.
I've seen that on Facebook a few times.
It was the New York Times called it, quote, a gutsy success story.
Is
and
that
it's about
right?
her life.
That's great.
And it's on Amazon for 27
neat.
bucks.
Speaking of growing, I
Yes.
went to the farmer's market Saturday morning.
Was that well attended?
Not really.
No. Was that at the courthouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
I
What'd you
guess I
get?
didn't even know.
What?
I guess I didn't
What'd you
even know
get?
about
I
it.
got some zucchini bread
Yeah.
and some sweet corn.
So you had somebody that was baking that was there.
Raymond Wines.
Oh, that'd be good then.
Yeah.
Be real good.
We got there too late though for a lot of stuff. But we got there at 8 o'clock. They started 7:30, I think.
And you were there at 8?
We got there about 8 o'clock, and she didn't have very much left.
Any homemade bread or anything?
We got
good?
zucchini bread. That's what we got. So
Just like hot rolls? That's
no,
all right.
I didn't see any. No.
It's time.
We're going to the ethos and the environs.
In the vernacular of the ethos, this is T-minus 60 seconds before the voice of man is lifted from Mother Earth and rocketed into the sky farther and longer than any voice ahead of him. Call this one of the first faltering steps of man to sever the umbilical cord of seriousness and stretch out a fingertip towards an unknown. In a moment, we'll join two men, Mike and Mark, and embark on an adventure because the environs overhead, the stars, the sky, the infinite space, are all part of a vast question mark known as the bucket of bunk.
Do you feel the environs, Lisa?
Absolutely. I felt
They're all-
them the minute I
They're
drove
all
up
around
the-
you.
Yeah.
They're all
Drove up
around
the
you.
hill.
Rhonda Fleming's birthday today. You remember her? She was in the movies, and she was huge in the middle part of the last century. She's 96 today.
Yeah.
She's still with us. Her fair complexion and flaming red hair gave her the term the Queen of Technicolor. Oh, she had all kinds of roles. She was in Spellbound in 1945. That was an Alfred Hitchcock favorite. The Spiral Staircase in 1946. She was just in a number of big ones. She was with Out of the Past with Robert Mitchum. That was an RKO movie. She had the female lead in Gunfight at the OK Corral in 1957. Huge movies. Discovered by a well-known Hollywood agent, Henry Wilson, who changed her name to Rhonda Wilson. It's so weird, she said. He stopped me crossing the street and kind of scared me a bit. I was only 16 or 17 years old. He signed me to a 7-year contract without a screen test. It was a Cinderella story, but that could happen in those days. Can you imagine walking across the street? You're 16, 17 years old. Let me get you a 7-year contract with a movie company.
Well, first of all, if you're 16 or 17 and an old guy comes running,
Stranger danger.
yeah,
And he's wearing a Speedo.
you know,
She was married 6 times. Very unlucky in love.
yeah,
She divorced 4 of them and she buried 2 of them. Okay?
man,
That's a good percentage.
yeah.
She's had 1 child. So anyway, that was her. Today's her birthday. Jimmy Dean would be 92 today.
Yeah. I find it really weird that he's still on those sausage commercials.
Yeah.
Well,
His
yeah.
voice is.
That thing has gone full circle. And let me just see if I can explain it to you. He died in 2010 at the age of 81. He still lives today in sausage commercials.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was the creator of the Jimmy Dean sausage brand as well as a spokesperson for its TV commercials. He became a national television personality during the 1950s, late 50s on CBS. He rose to fame in 1961 because of the great crossover hit Big Bad John.
Oh, Big Bad
yeah,
John.
sure.
Okay.
His 1963 television series, The Jimmy Dean Show. That was where Jim Henson, the puppeteer, got his first start
Really?
on Jimmy Dean Show. His acting career included appearing in the early season of the Daniel Boone TV series. Daniel Boone was a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sidekick to the famous frontiersman played by Fess Parker. Now, do you remember this? The James Bond movie Diamonds Are Forever 1971, he was a billionaire, Willard White. He was one of the bad people, Jimmy Dean,
Jimmy Dean.
in that James Bond feature.
No.
Did you not know
I
that?
don't remember that. Did not know that.
1969, he founded the Jimmy Dean Sausage Company with his brother Don. The company did well in part because of Dean's own commercials that he did, okay? What the company was bought by Sara Lee, and they decided to get rid of Jimmy Dean, and he ended up selling almost all of his Sara Lee stock. Well, then in 2018, 8 years after his death, the sausage company began re-airing some of the classic commercials featuring the voice of Dean introducing himself and praising the product. So it's gone full circle. Wow. They got rid of him, and now that he's not there, and I wonder if his family benefits in any way from him being the spokesperson again for Jimmy Dean
I would
Sausage.
think they would.
I would think so. Yeah.
I would think so.
I've seen a couple of retro KFC commercials too with the original.
Colonel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Porter Wagner, Dolly Parton laundry detergent?
No. Don't.
And she would say, I don't remember all the lingo, but then she would say, "I can't wait, Porter," and he'd open that up, and a dish towel was in there.
Oh, you did
Green
a dish
and
towel.
white or pink and white dish towel.
Did not remember that. Gee, I think I'm probably too young
Because they
to
do
remember
those
that.
commercials
Yeah.
live
Lisa?
during their show, wouldn't it?
I'm sure, yeah.
How is it that you remember?
Well,
it?
I think it's on Netflix or something. I don't think I really saw it.
See what she does. You watch documentaries on Netflix.
Yeah, I
I do.
watched-
Lisa just looks up classic commercials
Yeah.
on
Gee,
Netflix.
I wonder what they did back in
Porter
the
Wagner,
70s.
Dolly Parton commercials. That's
Yeah,
what she
yeah.
looks up on Netflix.
Angie Harmon is 48 today. I love her voice. I think her voice is just so unbelievably
Help me out here.
sexy.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Don't you think? Don't you like the voice? Her voice?
help
Who
me out
is
here.
she?
Who is she?
Oh my
the
goodness!
heck
You
is
don't know
she?
who Angie Harmon is? She
Maybe.
is. Do you watch any Law and Order?
Nope.
You need. Well, then you probably wouldn't know her. Abby Carmichael on Law and Order. She also was in a detective series, Rizzoli and Isles, which was on TNT.
Never watched that.
Oh, I can't
No,
believe you
me
guys
either.
don't know who she is. She became engaged to former NFL player Jason Sehorn. He actually proposed marriage while on the Jay Leno show. She was on it, and
Yeah.
he brought Sehorn out, and he proposed marriage to her there in the show.
I've
They
heard
were
of Jay
married.
Leno, that whole thing. I've heard
Yeah.
of Jay Leno.
You know who Jason Sehorn? He played for the
Yeah,
Giants
played
as a
for the
defensive
Giants,
back.
Played in the defensive backfield.
Anyway, they married. They divorced after 13 years. She's a practitioner of both Taekwondo and boxing, so she can take care of
So,
herself.
so basically, when Jason got fresh, he beat the snot out of him.
She could have.
Yeah.
By the way, she became engaged to actor Greg Vaughn, and that's A.N.
Oh, he's an A.N., not
Yeah,
A.N.?
so he's probably from New Hope, probably farms out south of town.
Okay.
So that's how she probably met
That's
him.
his second career, acting.
Right. A.N.
Yeah.
Vaughn. There you go. August 10th, 1921, FDR stricken with polio. You know, we think about all the stuff that's going on with us right now. Polio was an absolute devastating thing to happen, and it happened for 50 years.
And FDR never wanted pictures or video, well, not video, but film of him in a wheelchair.
He had leg braces, and if he had to stand, he leaned on somebody.
Yeah.
1927, Mount Rushmore formally dedicated. The individual faces of the presidents were dedicated later. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I
Because they
think
had
we've got.
decided, or what?
I think Friday we've got Bill Book here, and I think Bill just got back, or is on his way back
From Rushmore?
from Rushmore.
Okay.
I think that's the case. We'll find out.
It's impressive.
Yes, it is.
1945. Carol wants to go there. We're going to end up going there
You should
sometime.
go.
haven't?
You should go.
You haven't been?
Never have.
Oh, well, you should go.
Never have gone.
You should go.
1945, the day after the atomic bombing of Nagasaki, Japan announces will surrender. In 48 on this date, 1948, Candid Camera made its debut.
Okay.
Oh,
Used to
yeah.
be Candid Microphone when it was on radio. 1971, Harmon Killebrew of the Minnesota Twins got his 500th home run, and he got 501 on the same day.
Okay.
He was a crusher. He was a big man.
Oh, he was.
81, I got a Pete Rose bat. 1981, he hit a single, broke the National League all-time hit record with 3,631 hits. 1954, on this date, Elvis Presley made his appearance in Memphis. We learned this last week. His first single was
I don't remember.
That's All Right, Mama.
I've slept since then.
You have to be in the here and now on this
He was
this
in the
radio
sun.
show.
That sun did something.
Yeah.
And the sun drained
I
you,
was,
I guess.
I was at Holiday World.
Well,
since then.
actually, the truth is you probably walked into
my eyes have been scarred.
the right offices last week as well and didn't leave your checkbook.
That's true.
1972, Linda and Paul McCartney arrested for drug possession in Sweden. He was fined $1,000 and Linda $200. Pretty easy to write that check for him, I imagine.
Yeah.
85, Madonna's Like a Virgin became the first album by a female to be certified for 5 million sales. Lisa Konopassik's here as our guest on Morning Coffee. The Carnaby's...
Are we sure it's Konopasik?
Yeah, we're sure.
It's not Konopasek?
Yeah.
Jeff knows how to pronounce that word.
Lika Konopasek.
Carnaby Square question of the day. You know, Lisa,
Yes.
most people know, I don't even have to mention it, that Carnaby Square is the fashion leader
Yes.
in
Yes,
Fairfield.
it is.
Has been for nigh on to 40 years.
The question of the day did not have its intended
No,
purpose.
we thought this would be funny.
Right.
And it is. It does turn out to be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
We
does.
just said, what's your beef?
Yeah.
That's the question of the day. What's your beef?
It was taken in the wrong context.
Oh, you're going to find some of the answers very, very interesting. We're going to be back on Morning Coffee with Lisa back after this.
The Big Deal Store has a great deal on Bopple's home furnishing certificates. Pick one up and get a great value on top quality furniture at Bopple's Home Furnishing in McLeansboro on the south side of the square.
Jerome here from Main Street Shop in Fairfield. You know, we've been selling Skag mowers for 20-some-odd years now, and the most common feedback I get from our customers is they just don't dread mowing anymore. Some even say they now look forward to mowing, the poor souls. But for the rest of us, we say mowing doesn't suck anymore. We even get a feeling of great power as we plow through our yards. And a great-looking lawn, well, that doesn't suck either. Actually, all of us are really glad we got our Skag lawn mowers. Really glad. We are Main Street Shop Fairfield, and we sell those happy Skags. Wow! Zoom!
Hey parents, ever find yourself digging for money to send with your kids but figure out you're out of cash? We're introducing the F&B Easy Card. It's a debit card that can help teach the responsibility of managing money and be easily managed with your own banking errands. The best part? You can set custom daily limits like $10 a day and use online and mobile banking to transfer between this account and any other F&B checking account you own. Interested in learning more? Give us a call for details at 842-2107. F&B, member FDIC.
Fall merchandise is coming in at Uniquely Rustique, and they have pumpkins of all styles and sizes. Check out their Wow of the Week on Facebook. A different item will be on sale each week. At Uniquely Rustique, they still have several new designs of inspirational t-shirts to spice up your late summer wardrobe. Come in and check them out today. Watch Uniquely Rustique's Facebook page, website, and the large sign out front for surprise sales throughout the month. Shop Uniquely Rustique for a truly unique shopping experience.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when former Nixon aides Haldeman, Ehrlichman, Mitchell, and Mardian were all convicted of Watergate crimes? President Ford told us,
"The state of the union is not good. Millions of Americans are out of work. Prices are too high and sales are too slow."
Pittsburgh's Steel Curtain shut down the Minnesota Vikings in Super Bowl IX. We saw the TV debuts of Beretta, Barney Miller, and the Jeffersons. And here's what was moving on up on your radio.
This is for all the lonely peas. Sweet surrender. Don't call us, child. We'll call you. She's so kind of wonderful. Look in my eyes, pretty woman. She's the woman.
Those songs were big winners when they hit the air, but when did they? The answer and a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean. And there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just
January 1975.
The Doobie Brothers and Blackwater, the top song of January 1975. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Carnaby, Zaya, and Big Boy Catering have joined forces in support for Arleta Hill. Join Arleta's Army. Help her through her battle. Drawing August 29th with your choice of a Brighton purse and a $50 Zaya certificate. $5 per ticket can be purchased at Carnaby Square. Donations are also welcome. Listen for details of Big Boy Catering Cookout, August 29th, with all proceeds going to Arleta for medical-related expenses. Her family and the Carnaby Square family thank you for your support.
You know, I wish people could hear us during the break.
Not.
We had a spirited conversation. The Carnaby Square question of the day was something we came up last week because
It was kind of misconstrued, taken the wrong way.
actually,
Out of context, I guess.
actually, I think it was taken exactly the way you read it. Okay, you
Yeah.
can read it 2 ways.
Yeah.
We actually did this because last week, remember, there were people that were hammering us because we asked if you thought
Fairfield
that
had a junk car problem.
and people said, once again, WFIW, being judgmental. No, we just asked you. You can be judgmental if you want to, but it wasn't us. And so we just said, you know what we ought to do? We just ought to throw up there, what's your beef?
Yeah.
Tell us what your beef is.
It wasn't what cut of meat do you like? What we were looking for was what just sticks in your craw.
I prefer pork loin.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, I can't hear you. You guys went off the air.
Off the air?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are we off the air?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
All right.
We're on.
Let's check your radio. You know, those radios don't work underwater. So maybe it dropped into your bathtub. And if it did, let's hope it's a battery. Let's hope it's not. Tom, would you check to make sure that everything's working properly at the transmitter site?
Yeah.
Oh, Carol just said, I hear you. She says, I don't want to. But I hear you. Yeah, okay, well. Anyway, so what we had here, we had 3,300 people see this.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so we're back up into the stratosphere as far as, and we had a number. So let me just run through these. You'll see what we mean when we say. Okay, so Chad says Wagyu beef doesn't take much to fill me up, and it doesn't require so much chewing. Well, that's good since I've got some missing teeth, so it's good to know that you don't have to chew
that's
them.
That Japanese.
Yeah.
Is that one?
What's it? Wagyu?
Wagyu.
I'm not sure how
I
to
don't
pronounce
know.
it, but
Wagyu is the way he spell
It's
it.
good though. I've had it before.
Have you?
I don't think I've ever had it.
They take these cows in Japan.
They chew them for you?
No,
that's
they put
nice.
Them, they got special grass for them. They massage them.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They massage the cattle?
You look it up. Look it up.
That's a job I want.
There's a YouTube video somewhere.
Nice music in the
I
back.
want to massage a cow for a living. Anyway, David says people refusing. Now, David wants to be the other way.
He got it.
People refusing to follow simple health guidelines and then complain about the coronavirus still being a problem. There, see, Dave, that's his beef.
Right. In order, in essence, basically, and I'm sure he's probably meaning you're supposed to wear a mask.
Yes.
And somebody doesn't. And
Doug says a medium grilled filet mignon.
Bacon wrapped.
Zach says steak cooked to medium is always best. Shirley says a nice ribeye. Medium, well done. Terry says, okay, so now we switch back. Walmart not letting you use cash at self-checkout.
I never use self-checkout at Walmart.
I don't either. You know why? Because I think
to.
it costs jobs, personally.
I think you're right.
You know, if Walmart's going to give me $10 and what it's a minimum wage, $10.50, if they're going to give me $10, $50, $11 off my bill, then yeah, I'll go through the
Let me combine
self-checkout.
this for a second. You know what really bothers me? Is that I have to use cash to buy my ribeye at Walmart. All right. Rob says, people being rude. Thought Fairfield was the home of friendly people.
Oh,
Trinity.
We're just all judgmental here.
No,
at least on the east side.
We're over here at the station, we are. The next question should be, I'm from Southern Illinois, and I've never... filled in the blank. You think that's a safe one that we can put on there?
That's a good one.
I think it is.
Trinity, I think I'll use it. I don't know if it's tomorrow, but maybe before the end of the week.
Yeah.
Bill says tenderloin cut smoked low and slow.
Okay, well.
Phil says ground beef 80% lean.
Well, maybe everybody's just perfectly content. No problems. No issues.
No, Steve says what his beef is.
Yeah.
Getting more money on unemployment than when he was working.
Yeah.
That's not a beef. That should be good if he's...
You should be happy about that, Steve.
Lois says roast beef, carrots, potatoes.
You know, I got to agree, man.
I love it too.
Yeah.
That's my beef. Branson says roast beef and egg noodles. Brenda says COVID.
Oh.
Mark says media's scare tactics. That would include us, I guess.
Well, you know.
Doris says, I can't, I don't eat meat.
Okay, well.
Diana says filet mignon. Rose says COVID-19. It just keeps going back and forth.
Yeah.
Connie says political correctness. And see if you can figure out Terry's answer. Sheep.
The other white meat or the other.
Oh, that's bad.
That's only before they get sheared.
Oh, gosh. I love that. God, that was too much fun. We got to come up with more questions like that. That's priceless. Oh, well, I guess your problem...
Tomorrow's question of the day, what's your pork?
Yeah.
Wednesday, it's what's your poultry? Thursday, what's your fish? And then Friday, I'm from Southern Illinois, and I've never
done this.
That's a good one.
That will be used. I'll be using that.
I like it.
That's a great one.
I'll be using that. Did you know Kanye West's campaign has stalled in Illinois?
Really?
Kanye, of course, running for president. I didn't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, he's fallen short of meeting the minimum number of valid signatures needed to be on the ballot in the state of Illinois. He's an Illinois native. Did you know Kanye's from Illinois?
No.
Didn't
Yes.
know that.
He's an independent.
That's pretty sad.
Reportedly fell short by 1,300 signatures.
How many signatures does
I
he
don't
have?
know.
Oh.
but he came up 1,300 short, whatever it is.
Well, nobody came and knocked on my door to get
Me either. Did you see where, remember last week we were talking about Jerry Falwell Jr.?
Yeah.
Had a very interesting picture on, I think it was on Instagram. It's a picture of him, a young woman. He had his zipper undone, and she did too.
Yeah.
And he was holding what appeared to be a beverage. I'm not sure if it was an adult beverage or not, but he's the president of a college, Liberty University.
Not.
Did he send this picture?
Yeah, he posted
did
it. He actually
posted
did it to himself.
It was on a yacht.
Yes, it was on a
And
yacht too.
He's not just the president of a university. He's the president of the Liberty University, which is a conservative Christian university.
Yeah, I mean, there's some real rules that you have to maintain to be a student there.
Yeah.
So anyway, he apologized for it.
Oops.
Yeah. And
sorry, didn't mean to send that. Wrong person.
Took the photo down, and he's taking a leave of absence for a while to reflect on his
You sure that
behavior.
You sure that doesn't say rehab instead of reflect?
No, reflect. Okay. He's gonna reflect. That's a private university in Lynchburg, Virginia, and they didn't give any reason, even though we know why he's departing. All they did was put out a one-sentence announcement on Friday afternoon. He had apologized earlier in the week. He had posted an online picture showing him with his pants unzipped, stomach exposed, and his arm around a young woman in a similar pose.
And it wasn't his wife.
No, it was not his wife. So there you go. Did you know this is National Lazy Day?
Oh, good.
I think I heard that earlier too.
Yes.
I think it was yesterday too.
I think it was the entire weekend for me.
Yeah, Sundays are always lazy.
Yeah, it was a lazy day yesterday.
Origins of the day, a bit of a mystery, but it might just be because no one took the time to do the research.
They were too lazy.
Exactly. All right, let's see here. What else? Oh, Rachel Ray's house, her apartment burned up.
Oh.
Massive fire at an upstate New York home.
Wasn't a kitchen fire, was it?
Several fire departments were called. She was basting her beef. And that's her beef. That's her beef.
Kitchen fire. That's her beef.
Oh, anyway, a representative of Ray said she, her husband, and their dog were not hurt.
Good.
So that's good to know.
That is good.
This is Shark Week, you know.
Oh.
Yes. Have you seen the Shark Week commercials?
No.
I haven't.
Okay, one of the highlights of Shark Week. First of all, Mike Tyson is on the Shark Week promos. Okay? One of the highlights of Shark Week is Mike Tyson versus Jaws.
How so?
I don't know. I guess you have to watch
I've
to
swam
find
with sharks
out.
before.
You swam with sharks?
Actually, twice.
Lisa,
and I lived to tell
that
about it.
beckons the question, why did you do that? Was it the Little Wabash?
No, it wasn't. But it was just,
Wren Lake?
no.
Okay.
It was an excursion, and so we did it, and we went one
so
time
were
we
you-
got in the cage. One time we
Okay.
got in the cage,
And
and
you
they
weren't in
pushed,
the cage the other time?
No, it was just out swimming, and
Why would you do that?
it's exciting.
I
exciting
would
to
swim with
do.
dolphins because they have little tiny teeth.
Yeah. It was exciting. And then the cage one, they feed the sharks, and then they put you in the cage, and then they push you away from the boat. And they're like, keep your hands and your feet in the cage.
What
Well,
do they,
yes.
what do they put you in the cage?
They
And
throw
then
some
you have a
chow
snor-
out there.
then you have a snorkel
throw a
thing.
bucket of chicken blood in the ocean and then throw you out there?
Yep. And then they're swimming around you, and you keep your feet and your hands. I mean, and,
Yeah.
And so before they sit me out, because you go by yourself, and I mean in the cage, there's a whole boatload of people, but then they push you out, and I asked the guy, I said, but what happens? How will you know if I want out of there? And he's like, ma'am, we'll know.
Bring the cage up. Bring the cage up. Bring the cage up.
Over at the St. Louis Zoo, one of the attractions they have is this big tank. and it's full of little sharks and manta rays.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can feed them. Okay. Well, there's this big sign up said, "Do not pet the sharks. Do not feed the sharks." You know, because you hold it in there for the manta rays, and they come in and they,
They eat it out of your hand?
Yeah, but we sit there one time, and these sharks have figured it out. You put it down, here comes this manta ray, and this shark just passes him by and takes the food out of your hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Eats out of your hand?
And they're not very big. I mean, they're only about, I don't know, a couple.
If I'm a manta ray,
little sharks.
If I'm a manta ray, that's my beef.
Yeah.
Somebody stealing
Sharks
your
are
food.
taking my food. All right. Lisa Konopasik
has the question.
Has trivia today.
Okay.
What's the theme?
Total random.
Potpourri.
Just
All right.
all
I'm
over the
gonna do
place.
with my little pen here.
Okay. Excuse me.
I can't find my. Go ahead.
Here,
Mr. Austin.
here.
Thank you very much. I got to
goodness
write down.
sake.
I can't do this without. Ow! Wrong end. Go ahead.
Jeez. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. What is the world's most common first name? The world's
Okay, I know.
most common first name.
I have an idea.
What does the M&M stand for in the M&M candy?
Oh, I've never thought of that.
Yeah. Name the largest freshwater lake in the world.
Okay, I know that one, I think.
What is the world's largest island?
Okay.
Okay.
Where were the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights stored during World War II?
I know that.
Okay, I hope
Where
you
I
do.
grew up.
What country?
Oh, okay. Well, I know now.
Yeah.
What country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
Okay, so per capita means it's not like the total amount of chocolate. It's
Per
how
person.
much per person.
Per person.
And it's by pounds?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a lot of questions.
I like to get to the meat.
She's the one asking the questions, not you.
That's my beat.
I
You know what my beef is? Somebody just not follow the rules.
I like to get to the meat of the question. Go ahead.
What is a duel between three people called? Okay. A duel.
A drool?
A trial.
A duel
Okay.
between three people. What was the first toy to be advertised on TV?
I think I know that one, I think.
After Antarctica, what is the most sparsely populated continent?
The most sparsely
What state produces nearly half of America's rice?
We've had this before. I know it.
I think I know that one, too.
Yeah.
What is the wettest city in the U.S.? Wettest city in the U.S.
Okay,
There
I
you
got it.
go.
I got
Do
an
they
idea.
do a lot of protest in there?
No.
She's not going to give that to you.
No hints. No hints.
No, she's just there for the answers.
Any other clarifications you need there, Mike?
Yeah.
Any
yeah,
other questions?
That's her beef. All right, we'll be back with the answers right here. Stay.
The top 5 reasons to drive for KMA. Number 5, free health clinic. Number 4, paid holidays. Number 3, monthly attendance and safety bonus. Number 2, no hazmat, no jack stand moves, and higher mounted airlines for easier access. And the number 1 reason, you will be home daily. KMA is now hiring. Call 833-237-8929. That's 833-BEST-WAY today.
Getting a fair and accurate census count is vital to supporting those in our community who will struggle to make ends meet in a long shadow of our present crisis. That's because of how our government uses data to fund the lifeline that sustains individuals and families through hard times. Hundreds of programs that our neighbors, friends, and loved ones rely on are funded according to data drawn from the U.S. Census. Shape the future of your family, friends, and neighbors and complete the census. Learn more at 2020census.gov or call 844-330-2020. This message is brought to you by the Wayne County Health Department.
Built on dedication, Graver Post Buildings has earned the trust of thousands throughout the heartland. A major leader in the post frame industry, you can turn to us for advice, best price, and most durable, long-lasting products and buildings in the country. Buildings for agriculture, commercial, residential, and even new roofs. We have the staff, crews, and supplies to handle your project. Turn to Graver Post, a tradition for over 45 years. Call us today at 800-264-5013. Visit us online at graverpost.com or drop by our showroom near Odin, Indiana.
You know what sounds fun? Holiday World sounds fun. We're talking the kind of fun that takes 128 acres to contain it. The kind of fun that leads to the sounds of silence on the car ride home. Because the kids will be sleeping. The kind of fun you need to start having today. But you can only get tickets online and only at holidayworld.com.
Free talking, free parking, free sunscreen!
That was fun.
Gatsby's Gaming is back open 7 days a week. All 6 machines are live and running, and we are thrilled to welcome back our customers. Gatsby's private gaming room supplies free chips, candy, and soda to gamers while playing. We are open 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Saturday, and 1 p.m. on Sundays. Must be 21 to enter.
Gatsby's Gaming, 1476 Illinois Highway 15 in Fairfield. Get your Gatsby on.
Have you heard? All Sierra HPC clinic sites have made some changes. We will be offering sports and school physicals at no out-of-pocket cost. And it gets even better. School physicals will include vaccinations at no out-of-pocket cost for both new and established patients. Call 1-833-209-0498 to schedule your appointment at any of our 11 Sierra HPC clinic sites throughout southern Illinois.
Time to talk with Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Good morning, Sheldon.
Good morning, Mark.
All right, Sheldon, what's your beef, buddy?
What's my beef?
That's all we need to know.
Well, where do we start? Well, I'm a fan of a ribeye. I'm not gonna turn away from a porterhouse or
okay. You know what my beef is? If someone makes a ribeye and doesn't cook it correctly.
Well,
then we've
yes,
answered both contexts of
There
the
you go.
question. So what do you got going on at Le Mans today?
Well, we're in a new month. It is August. I'm trying to weed through the programs here. I'm not having much luck yet since my computer has been off all weekend.
Is the Summer of Jeep still going on?
I think it's the summer clearance event along with the Summer of Jeep. But, every summer is the Summer of Jeep.
Yeah.
And I think you can pretty well have, the spring of Jeep, the fall of Jeep, and the winter of Jeep, too.
I think so. It's the year of Jeep.
Yeah, it's just the year of Jeep. Every year is a year of
Now,
Jeep.
have they ever had, when they do, every year in the Chinese New Year, it's the year of the monkey or the year of the dragon or something like that. Do they ever have the year of the Jeep on the Chinese New Year?
Can we campaign for that?
Yeah, can we do that?
I think they owe us in recent times. So they could at least give us the year of Jeep of this thing.
I think so. Now, but the deals are great for August.
Yes, we've got some. I'm looking through the trucks. I mean, we've got some money on those Ram 1500s. I think there's still 0% for 72 months available on the Bighorn package. In the crew cab, I'm thinking there's close to between $6,000 and $7,000 in incentives on them. So that's before the good old Le Mans discount.
Yeah, and the warranty forever.
We do have the warranty forever.
Of course, and of course, you can come in and look at a vehicle, or you can check them out online.
That is correct. If you need a home test drive or a home showing, we can make that happen. Home deliveries. If you want to come in here and do all your work in here, you're more than welcome to do that too.
All righty. Sheldon, as always, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Have a good week. We'll talk to you Thursday.
All right. You guys have a great week. Do the same.
See ya.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Does your financial future depend on the performance of a single investment? In any type of market, allocating your investments among a variety of assets may help minimize risk. I understand the importance of asset allocation and can design a diversified portfolio based on your risk profile to help you attain your goals. For details, call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855. That's 842-7855. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Your Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast: a 40% chance for showers today, high 92. 50% chance tonight, low 72. And for tomorrow, a 40% chance for rain, high 82. Scattered showers Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with the highs each day in the mid-80s. Overnight low was 70. Yesterday's high was 81. Currently, humidity is at 95%. Winds out of the west-southwest at 4 miles an hour and the pressure at 30.01. Partly cloudy right now, 81 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. And radar looking pretty good. Nothing showing up in the area as far as precipitation is concerned. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
Isn't that from the Harmonic Cats? Remember them?
Yeah, I do remember them. Actually, it sounds like the theme to Chappelle's show.
Yes.
It does,
yes,
kind of.
It does. Lisa?
Yes.
You are the trivia master.
Okay.
And so please lead us.
What is the world's most common first name?
You get the first guess.
I'm going to say it's Arabian name, Muhammad.
Oh, bingo. Very
I
good.
didn't even get a chance to
Very
guess.
nice. Very nice. Okay. Mike, this one's yours.
I don't have an answer for this one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What does the M&M stand for in the M&M candy?
I got it.
Do you know it?
Mars and Mars.
Oh, half right.
Half right.
Mars and Murray. Murray.
Okay.
M-U-R-I-E.
Okay.
Okay.
Wouldn't have never
but
known
that's
that.
50%.
Yeah.
Name the largest freshwater lake in the world.
You want to
Is
try?
it Superior?
That it would be Lake Superior.
You're on a roll.
Did you have that one?
You're on fire. I had Michigan. So I would be wrong.
What is the world's largest island?
Okay, now here's the thing.
Is this island also a continent?
That's what I was going to say, because that's pretty clear that
It is not a
Australia
continent.
is a continent, but it is also an island.
Yeah.
What is
Right.
the world's largest island that's not a continent?
Oh.
Okay. That's not a continent. Okay.
I think Jeff.
How about Great Britain? How about Great Britain and Ireland and
That is incorrect, but I believe Jeff has a Greenland.
Greenland?
Greenland. Okay.
You're not Googling that. Is he?
Where it's
is he
icy all the
Googling?
time.
Is he?
The Bobcats out there backing us up. He's a backstop. That's what he is.
Where were the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, and Bill of Rights stored during World War II?
Go ahead.
Fort Knox.
Bingo. What country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
I'm going to say the United States, just because that's easy.
I'm going to go with Sweden.
Switzerland.
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 And Switzerland, they consume 20 pounds per person per year.
Well,
The
Swiss
U.S. comes in second at 9.5.
Man,
Less
that's
than
a big
half.
difference.
Yeah.
What is a duel between?
How come I've never seen a
Fat Swiss guy?
fat Swiss
I
person?
Ah, there
Oh,
you
it's
go.
dark. Okay.
And they walk
all
a
right,
lot.
okay.
They walk a
Dark
lot.
chocolate. Okay.
And it's cold. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do a lot of skiing. What is a duel between three people
We've had
called?
this before, but I don't remember it.
A triole.
A giraffe.
A truel.
A truel.
I was partially right. Triole.
Jeff got it.
All right.
What was the first toy to be advertised on TV?
Slinky.
Slinky?
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. After Antarctica, what is the most sparsely populated continent?
I'm going to take a shot at Africa. No?
Australia.
Really?
Yep.
There's vast amounts of desert in Australia, I think.
I mean, they just have along the coast.
Yeah.
Melbourne, Sydney, and everything else, I guess, is wasteland.
What state produces nearly half of America's rice? What state?
Arkansas, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking Arkansas.
Very good. Arkansas. What is the wettest city in the U.S.?
And you were going to say Seattle.
I was going to go with Portland.
Oh, I would have said Seattle. Just because it seems that...
Niagara Falls, New York.
No.
That's not a state.
Yeah.
Oh, you said state?
What state?
Oh, state. I'm sorry.
No. I'm looking. No.
No,
Hang
city?
on.
Was
Nope.
it city?
Back up. What is the wettest city in the U.S.? That's
City.
correct. But you're still not
Still
right.
not right.
You're still
okay,
not
all
right.
For a moment, so we've had our guesses. Let's look to
Wettest
Tom,
city.
the Peanut Gallery, and Jeff Vaughn. And they're conferring. They're saying
Nope.
Spokane. And, oh, here, Carol says, my wife said Ketchikan, as in
I'm sorry, Carol.
Alaska.
That's not
No, you're wrong,
correct.
Carol. Don't ever send another answer again.
Yeah, Fairfield.
What?
Fairfield. Nope.
Nope. You know,
You want me to? You give up?
Uh-huh.
if it's growing, if I'm mowing, it's growing, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Wettest city in the U.S.
Yes.
is Mobile, Alabama.
You're kidding. I had no idea.
Who'd have thunk?
Who'd have thought?
I wouldn't have thought.
There you
Lisa,
go.
you're once again you're spellbinding.
You have dazzled us.
Total useless
I mean,
info.
I wish we could just go down the road of your imitation of a lizard, but we really don't want to do that.
That was classic.
That was during the break. We can't
Next
share
time you
that
see
with
Lisa, next time you see
Just
Lisa Kanopasek, ask her to imitate a lizard.
Do the lizard,
I
please.
can only
Do
do
the
it.
lizard.
I can only do it in the summer. I cannot do it in the winter.
We don't want to even know why.
All right.
We'll be back after this. No, we won't. We'll be back tomorrow.
No,
Take care.
It's time to go.
All right. Bye-bye.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
It's what you've been looking for. WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, and WFIWradio.com, the news leader in southeastern Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. See pictures and prices at boydfern.com or follow them on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Pam Huso. Shopkeepers are cleaning up in Chicago